Hey, welcome to the podcast where, just like our potential, the islands are untapped.
I'm Av, and did you know orcas wear other animals as hats?
Another ridiculous animal fact from you. And I'm Lem, and did you know that the manliest thing you can do is, like, talk to somebody when you're depressed?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Big advocates for men's mental health over here.
Yeah, don't hold it in, fellas.
Or ladies, honestly. But there's probably some kind of statistic about suicide rates in men being higher.
Yeah, and generally it's, like, taboo for men to talk about it, but, yeah.
Okay. Well, orcas wear hats also.
That are
Animals. I'm assuming they're dead. I didn't do much research into the fact.
I feel like if there's like an army of orca PETA members.
I swear to God, if I don't see a picture of like 5 orcas wearing PETA shirts in the YouTube video,
I'm not good.
I'm gonna pick it.
I'm not getting that deep in. But
you can draw it.
It would be pretty funny, just 5 orcas like releasing dolphins from cages and shit like that.
You don't need to do that, but you could make it in Procreate. Just take the pictures of just take an orca, copy it 5 times, and draw a shirt on one of them, and you can have it copy all over all of them.
No, I've done my best to not use any AI in our stream. If you needed me to do that, I would probably.
Okay,
use
I'll
that.
do it. I'll do it. I will make you an orca PETA army picture.
Oh my gosh. Okay, if you make it, I will put it in the video.
If they build it. If you build it, they will come.
I hope they don't.
To the orcas?
Ooh.
Hey.
Anyway. This is not a podcast about whales.
No, but I want to make it about books.
Jesus.
Did you know that Wizards of the Coast used to put books in the fat packs?
Or like sample chapters, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Wizards
when they were called fat packs too.
Yes, they were. Now they're called bundles, and they're shit.
No,
I saw a TikTok.
They're barely different.
I saw a TikTok, and some guy was like, "What are they going to take from us next? The dice?" Like he was just talking about how booster boxes have cut the amount of cards, and that's supposed to like increase the amount of rares and mythics you get.
Yeah.
And then they took the books out of the fat packs, and they changed the name from fat pack to booster box.
It also went from like
bundle
10 packs down to 9, and then I think
increased the price.
Yeah.
Also, you don't get like the box that used to get deck boxes in them.
No, not in those. Those were different. Those were like starter
Commander
decks.
Things, yeah.
Yeah. But that's another thing. So the commander decks used to come with commander collector booster sample packs.
Yep, they don't anymore.
And oh god, what else is it? So the booster boxes, they went from 36 packs to, okay, well, we're going to have draft booster boxes at 36 packs, and then set booster boxes at 30 packs. And then they were like, okay, well, we're going to switch it up to play booster boxes, which are going to be like the best of both worlds. And then you open up play booster packs, and you're just like, this is a draft booster pack with a 1 in 18 chance of having a second rare or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not really super worth it, but they were like, but you're going to get 36 of them, and it's going to feel like set boosters, and it's all good. And then they were like, by the way, we're going to drop it down to 30 also. And then they were like, oh, and also your pre-release kits aren't going to come with a stamped promo anymore.
Oh, also, the only things worth actually buying are collector boosters, and they're going to be an egregious amount of money.
Well, yeah.
They're the only ones that are going to get you like the big money hits.
Yeah, but, that's just like any TCG right now. It's the quote-unquote hits aren't the playable cards anymore. They are sort of. It's like the shine.
I don't know. I think in MTG, it's still kind of goes down to what's playable in the big formats.
Right, but then the like major price tag is going to be the shine. Unless we're talking like old packs or like master sets where obviously like even a regular Mox Opal is going to be like $200.
Mm-hmm.
But
you have to pay out your asshole to get those packs at all.
Yeah, probably like $30 a booster pack now.
But the other comment he made about it was I don't remember his username. I might have sent you the video, but he goes on about...
If it was on Facebook Reels, there's no way I watched it.
he goes on about how if they don't take away the dice and various other things, they'll probably just wind up like printing over and over and over and over and over new sets, so that it's like so much product flooding that you feel like you have to buy to keep up.
Yeah,
which they already do.
Yeah,
what they've spoiled like 3 sets in advance.
Sets a year or some shit. We're like getting spoilers for the next set for 2 sets from now at the pre-release of the current set.
Yeah, I remember when they used to release Magic sets in like blocks.
Yeah,
and that was how it was done.
Back when we used to walk both ways uphill to school.
Back in my day.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's like, it sounds like we're complaining, but I still
I'm just
love
talking
that
about
shit. I'm
just talking about the changes. Honestly, new content coming in often, I think, is a good thing.
Yeah, it's healthy, but it does do one thing. It makes like standard.
It's really hard
fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's really hard to be a part of, which it used to not be that problem.
It's always been kind of expensive because it rotates quickly.
It rotates quickly, but you also don't have to buy every new set that comes out just to keep up with the meta.
And I guess you still don't have to, right? You like buy singles because it's gonna be less
in this market. Buying singles is the more reasonable option.
Yeah, I mean the biggest issue with buying singles too is people don't want to do it because you're looking at a format like standard is a 4 format.
Mm-hmm. You have to buy 4 copies.
Yeah. Whereas someone might not want to buy a few booster boxes of the Avatar set. Well, it's going to be like $240 at least to get a playset of stupid Badger Mole Cub.
Right, but here's the thing, right? And this is where the gambling mind and the non-gambling, like the person that's got that I need the dopamine hit, that is the gambling, that is playing a card game in which randomized packs are how you get your cards. And that, yeah, you could spend, what did you say, $240 for 4 Badger Mole Cubs? Or 2 boxes
shooting from the hip.
Or 2 boxes of Avatar or whatever. But you're not guaranteed to get 4 Badger Mole Cubs in Avatar.
Yeah.
Like, if you're paying the money for that card, you know exactly what you're getting. Versus paying a bunch of money for the chance to get that card.
It's like a feels bad because you're like, oh, I'm going to buy 4 cards for the price of a box, but
you're getting what you want.
Packs, but
yeah,
you're sculpting your deck.
Yeah, you're getting what you need and not a shitload of bulk. That's how people like us wind up with 40,000 cards.
Yeah.
Is not realizing that buying boxes is just padding your bulk.
Yep.
9 times out of 10. Most of those cards are worth like 10 cents.
I think that's another thing that like collector boosters do well is it cuts down on the bulk. Because there's fewer total cards you get, but you get more of the rare cards and the alternate arts and the booster fun and things like that.
The problem is just how much how much was the collector booster box at the store we went to?
$480
for the brand new standard set.
It's that Universes Beyond markup, baby.
It's ridiculous.
And actually, that's a good place to talk. Right? It's not worth it. This set is kind of like price volatile.
Also, I opened a collector pack on pre-release day. Got a Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, foil borderless
with the
logo
behind it. It started that morning at 110. By that evening, it was like down to 90 already. So it's like and Lem has watched the price drop drastically also.
Yeah, it's down below like $50 now.
I'm just getting like super depressed about it. I'm like, we weren't going to sell it anyway.
But like, you buy a collector booster pack and some places are selling them for like $55 right now. And that's crazy to me.
1 pack, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to me for a new set, like a standard legal set.
This happened with Spider-Man. People went... Was it Spider-Man? I think it was Spider-Man. People went absolutely apeshit and price
Final
gouged.
Fantasy.
It was Final Fantasy. That's what it was, because
Yeah.
people didn't care about Spider-Man.
No one gave a shit about Spider-Man.
People were like, oh, God, these are going to be such chase cards, and, like, we got to get them now, and, like, buying people out, like...
To be fair, the collector booster packs kind of held the value. Like, they're still
a standard
expensive.
set. It was still a legal standard set where they're going to print. It's not like a fucking a secret layer where they have only so many that they're going to print ever.
Yeah. It's the chase cards, right? So it's the Soul Stone, or no, the Mind Stone in this one, which that's wild, first of all, because did you know there's a 2-mana rock that taps to add a 1 mana, or you can like sack it to draw a card, and it's called Mind Stone. And this is the Mind Stone, and it's a 2-mana artifact that taps to add a mana.
Wait, they printed the same card with a new name?
No. Different card, because this is the Mind Stone. It's one of the Infinity Stones. It's 1 white and 1. It's indestructible. It taps to add a white. And then it has its infinity ability where, like, at the end of your end step, at the beginning of your end step, you can flicker one of your creatures or some shit.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but there was an old card called Mind Stone, which was a 2-mana artifact rock that just tapped for colorless, and you could, like, pay 1 or 2 mana, tap it, and sacrifice it to draw a card. So, like, they made a functionally similar card that... They just changed the name by going the and made it white and indestructible. But, I mean, it was inevitable, just like Thanos is, because he's inevitable.
Yes.
That was going to happen because that stone is just called the Mind Stone, and we had Mind Stone in there already. So.
Also, I opened how many packs, and I have gotten a Captain Marvel version, various versions.
Like 4?
In so many of those packs.
Yeah. I've opened 3 fucking Daredevils.
I was like, I am
This
haunted.
is a full set, too, so, like, it's much less common for that to happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. But something that does irk me about the Marvel collector booster packs is the chase card being the Mind Stone, the, like, galaxy foil version. It's super pretty, super cool.
I thought you were going to say super British.
It's super British.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this. No, it's I'm lost now. No,
Sorry.
it's an amazing looking card, and one of them sold for like $34,000 already.
We would sell that, by the way.
Yeah,
if we
of
got
course,
it.
yeah, for sure.
No choice.
Yeah,
you didn't get a choice.
Debt free at that point.
You'd take a picture.
Yeah.
We'd sell it. We'd pay my student loans.
Yeah, or something.
Pay off the car bill.
Yeah, but it's like cool and all, right? $34,000, but that it's not a serialized card, and so we're just going off Wizards' word of that there was only like 150 of them printed, but it's not serialized, and this is a standard set, so they could just like meme on everybody and then print it into the ground.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Not that they're gonna do that, obviously, because the rarity is what makes people buy the product.
I don't like that they do that kind of stuff, though.
Why wouldn't they serialize them?
Yeah, like if you're gonna do a limited print, why wouldn't you serialize it to make it a true chase? But also, just the fact that they're like, we're only gonna print 100 copies of this card. You have how many people in your player base, and you're gonna only give 100 of them this card?
Yeah, but that's that specific art. Then there's the like Thanos art where he's got the gauntlet on, and that one's like $1,700. And then there's the regular art of it. But the regular art's like $70 or some shit. So,
that's still pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a mythic and it's still a chase card. But that kind of like leads into the point of the collector booster packs really aren't worth it unless you're just gambling for the big chase cards.
Which all you're doing when you're opening packs is gambling.
Yeah, because if you think about the price, right, $480. Most of the boxes have at max like the most I've seen is 2 of the like comic book foil, like big borderless cards. In the YouTube video, I'll put like 2 of them up there. Those like the most expensive ones going for like a little under $300, and that's through the 23rd. You're paying $480 for a box, and you're getting like a few other rares, but like your one chase card can't even pay for the box back unless you get the $1,700 chase card.
Yeah,
it just doesn't. I don't know.
I don't. So I've been watching a lot of people opening packs, even like on Facebook. What is it called? The Reels, right? Yeah. And I've been watching like a lot of series of pack openings. I like watching people open old packs, first of all. But one of them is doing a series where he opens every single collector pack ever released, including like the really expensive Lord of the Rings one, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
And
just not the, what was it, Ravnica Allegiance one or something?
I think that's the one it was, because he was like
the very first collector pack.
Yeah. But so far, and they tell you like they put the prices of the cards like as they open them.
Yeah.
And I 9 out of 10 packs that I watch get opened, they bust.
Yeah.
You're not getting anywhere near, especially in the older packs.
Well, and
the older packs only have value sealed at this point, unless you pull Power 9.
Well, and I mean, you can't get Power 9 out of collector boosters.
No, I'm saying old packs
like Alpha,
in general.
Beta, and Revised.
I was waiting for it.
Brain.
You look like you were stroking out there for a second.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff happening with like the collector booster packs, and it's not just the most recent sets. Something that's happening that's kind of weird right now is the Wilds of Eldraine Enchanted Tales confetti foil cards. So those are like enchantments that got reprinted onto the bonus sheet, and there was the anime alternate art of them, and then the next rarity up was like the confetti foil, which is I don't know, it looks like confetti and it's foil. It's hard to explain it. But Smothering Tide, the Ristic Study are 2 really big ones that are confetti foils, and something weird is happening right now where like the only listings for them are like $12,000.
Oh.
And then but the market price in the last one sold was like $650. So but you can't find it listed for anywhere other than that. So I was like, I'm going to look on eBay and see what the listing is there for the average price of one. Still like $3,000, which is kind of insane. But like now we're talking about straight up market manipulation in our card game.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it that way too, because there's the reserve list that's to hold card value, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is absolute fucking
so
dog
there's
shit, but
there's already been market manipulation.
Sort of. So that was like a promise to the players that invested early in the game that they're not going to ever reprint those cards that are on the reserve list so that they don't lose their value.
I get that, but at the same time, that's not necessarily fair to people who weren't born.
Yeah.
When Alpha came out.
Yeah, so now if I want my Gaia's Cradle, I got to spend like $1,600 or some shit.
Yeah, it's just not really. But so to my point, there was already market manipulation because Wizards of the Coast treats their cards like stock.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's less market manipulation than buyers coming or sellers coming together and saying, hey, list your thing at like $12K. Just list it at $12K. If someone's going to buy it if they want it.
I mean, that's not wrong.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like if that were to happen on the stock market, then there would be like lawsuits and shit. So.
Well, I'm just saying Wizards treats their cards like Wizards isn't the one selling the singles. It's individual sellers.
Yeah, I'm not saying Wizards. You're the one saying Wizards is manipulating the market.
I know, but they do, kind of,
sort of. You know what? They could do the funniest thing ever. And I would totally be on board for this. I would like roll around through Instagram and all the tears of the people crying about it if it happened. But they could just ban every card on the reserve list and then reprint every card on the reserve list with a different name. Ban them in every format.
So they can't
give them a
played.
different fucking name, and then it's functional identical cards so that, oh no, all those reserve list cards are worth nothing now.
That's funny.
I so many people would lose their shit, and I just think it would be hilarious. But
I mean, people lose their shit over ban lists. Like,
yeah.
like ban lists haven't been implemented in. I know that the ban list I'm talking about specifically was like, oh, they just haven't done it in years, so like we just figured they never would. And then they're like, hey, we're gonna ban everything that's important to you right now.
And then people just started sending death threats to people because that's civilized behavior.
Over cardboard, might I add.
Yeah, over cardboard that they're no longer allowed to play with legally in tournament play, but they still could play with at the kitchen table. Like, I whatever. Like, I was definitely impacted by that, and while I was like, aw, I wasn't like, I need to attack Rachel Weeks directly or some shit. Like,
but you know, you were more than awe. You were like, God damn it, I just fucking bought this card.
well, yeah,
like,
that was like the worst. So I bought the Savine Precon that has Dockside Extortionist in it.
Yeah.
And I bought it like, and it came in the day the ban list went out. And I was driving home on my lunch break to get it because it was out front in front of the door, and I wanted to open it and go through it. And I was so excited about getting my Dockside. Mm-hmm. And then as I'm driving home, I fucking heard the ban list announcement on like a video or a podcast that was playing over the speaker, and I was like, no.
You called me.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you can't, like, I guess you could make that up. I'm not.
Like, I don't know why you would make that up.
People could
For
make
clout?
stuff up. I don't know, yeah. For a good story to tell on their
But
podcast.
People get people get mad over some stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
Well, you posted a short and we got a comment from somebody that likes jazz bands where they're just like, stop it.
It was like bluegrass. I was they said like enough already, and I responded. And it was pretty funny. I responded just like with a sensible, hey, I guess the cost is what it is. But, Wizards could do the funniest thing ever. Exactly what I said earlier. They could just reprint it into the ground and blah, blah, blah. Then I like look at their profile and their YouTube, and I don't think they're in the right place because I don't think they know what I'm talking about. And it doesn't.
I think the enough already is because we just keep showing up because they accidentally liked us once.
or like they're searching up hashtag MTG, like looking for Marjorie Taylor Greene or some shit. Like,
why would you do that?
I don't know. I don't know, but
That's a wild reason to be searching things.
yeah, that was a fun reel to post. Was the Mind Stone reel? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mark Zuckerberg on it. It's funny.
Yeah, you're clever. Hey guys, did you know that anything Lem does, he does well?
That's not true.
Hey, I've been thinking about your proxies, and I was like, we could just sell proxies.
Well,
You could draw them.
mostly
We
do
could scan
alters.
them. You could draw them. We could scan them. We could print them, and we could sell them.
yeah, I know, but every time I get one made and I look at it and I'm like, oh, there's so many imperfections, and I would want to redo it.
It's handmade, dude.
I know,
Imperfections are part of the game.
I know, but I'm just having fun.
Yeah, I know.
Although I really like the one I did for my winter.
We didn't come into this one with very much of a plan, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the first one.
Yeah, but that works the best.
We could talk about some of our pins so we can clear them off the list.
Do we want to just like have a rapid fire pin session?
Sure. We've got about 35 minutes.
35 minutes?
Yep.
I feel like I've been talking to you for like 3.5 hours.
You've been talking to me for like 17 years. Okay, first thing on the list is we've already talked about. Okay, second thing on the list
Are you
is
sure about that?
Yeah, it was Black White Flight. Talking about mulligans. So that's what I wrote. Which that got put down because we were talking about Olivia And
we talked about mulligans in
not truly
in one episode, but yeah.
Well, yeah, and you said we'll put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Because
mulligans, do them.
Well, no, yeah, don't be afraid to mulligan, I think is the big thing.
Because
Olivia gets mana fucked every time I play her, and it's because I'm too afraid to mulligan to having...
Specifically mulligans in Commander, right?
Yeah.
So if your 7 is playable, okay, but if your 7 isn't ideal, like if you don't have a curve of something to do on turn 1 or 2, something to do the next turn, something to do the next turn, like why not just look at 7 new cards?
Yeah.
Like some vintage decks play Serum Powder just so that they can do that. Like,
you know what's funny is I never really I understood how to mulligan or why to mulligan or when to mulligan. We're gonna fucking hit all the who, what, where, when, whys. I always kind of knew, but I didn't have a full game plan for truly why I'm mulliganing. 'Cause, I was like, oh, I don't have lands in my hand. Obviously, I have to mulligan because I can't play a land.
yeah.
But I was never going farther than that, right? I wasn't thinking, what does this hand let me do in the first few turns? Am I working towards a goal? So specifically, you taught me how to mulligan properly with Kalia. And I think a really good tool for even figuring that out is if you're using... I think it was Moxfield.
Yeah, Moxfield test hands.
Yeah, you can draw test hands and look at them and see how quickly you can play. So you can then...
You can do that in paper also. You can just
yes,
shuffle
you can
your
shuffle
deck and draw 7 cards and be like, would I keep this?
Okay, but if you got tiny little hands like me, shuffling 100 cards repeatedly to draw new hands is just out of the fucking question.
Yeah.
But I really do and you can do it with 60 card decks because you can list your 60 card decks on Moxfield and you can draw text hands.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? So when you're playing constructed formats like that, like Modern or Vintage or Legacy or Standard, your mulligans are going to be a little more clear cut because you're going to either be game 1 trying to mulligan for a plan, like optimal gameplay, or just the ability to play, so having lands.
Yeah.
But then your game 2 and game 3 is going to be more like, all right, I know what I'm up against. I need to find some of that sideboard heat. Or I need to find specific stuff to deal with it. And
then with Commander, so specifically with Kalia, when you had me running test hands, your goal was to get Kalia out by 4th turn. By 3rd turn. At the latest.
Yeah.
So
either out on 3rd turn or out on 4th turn with haste.
With haste, yes.
Yes.
So looking at you, I think you had me do at least 50 hands, just pulling them,
we did them together.
Yeah, but you were like, "Why would you keep this or would you get rid of it?" And I remember one of them, I was like, immediately I was like, "Get rid of it," and you're like, "Oh no, I would keep that."
Yeah.
I can't remember what the exact layout of the hand was, but then you explained it to me.
And I showed you why and what it will do and what that does for you and how you could
how I could utilize those cards.
Exactly.
Which for me that was really helpful. I don't take direction very well.
I think it was because it was like a 1-lander.
Yeah, but it had mana rocks.
There was other stuff you could do, and that's like the most cut and dry, quote unquote. Mulligans people do are no land. I have a 1-lander, got a mulligan. And sometimes a 1-lander can get you there. Like if you're playing casual, you're probably gonna mulligan every 1-land hand you get.
Yeah.
But just because your hand has 3 lands and you have a turn 3 play, like, what are you gonna do for the first 2 turns? Just land pass?
Yeah.
And I mean, depending on the bracket, that's fine, I guess. But if you're playing like bracket 3 or bracket 4,
you want to play stuff every turn.
Look at 7 new cards, man.
Do it.
Like, it's never gonna hurt. And then, what worst case scenario? You go down to 6. Like, if that second 7 has no lands and in the off, I don't know.
Fucking go down to you. Wow. Mulliganing is you wouldn't go down to 6 immediately. You get a free mulligan, so you look at a full 7, and then you get you got a mulligan
case scenario, like say that second 7 has no lands or something.
Go down to
6.
Hell, go down to 5. It's not gonna kill you if you can get a hand where you're playing. And if you have to mulligan down to 5 and you're still not getting enough shit,
Yeah, you probably
Maybe you need to adjust your mana base.
probably need to hit that EDH Rec and Moxfield link.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to figure something out about your mana base.
Yeah, or just your mana curve or your deck in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
in a lot of builds, you should have a goal that you're gonna mulligan to, and in Commander, it usually has something to do with your commander.
Like my goal in Kalia is to get Kalia out turn 3.
And then we talked about that, but then we talked about how it's more than that because
I also need to make sure I have another creature in my hand, so when she's out, I can actually
or draw spells.
Yes.
So goldfish your decks.
Yeah, do it, man. I used to sit and watch Lem literally play Magic against himself.
Yeah.
That was a sad, depressing state, but I wouldn't play with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got beat up so that you guys can fly. I got beat up so that like gold medalists and like NFL players can play Magic, and it's cool now.
Yeah. But also like fly, right?
Yeah.
You didn't during the pre-release you play flying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what?
Oh, yeah. Dude, Marvel's a fun set to
Lem went
play
undefeated
limited.
during the pre-release.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't talk about that.
I built 2 decks.
He also did everything he told y'all not to do.
I did. Oh my gosh, we talked about it last week, and we were like, maybe splashing for that bomb isn't a big deal. And I pulled a Thanos, and I was like, God damn it, I'm splashing white.
Well, that was me saying splashing for the bomb is a good idea. You were like, maybe not.
Yeah, and I did do it, and I played like 2 other white cards in a black-red villain deck, and that deck was insane against 3 of my opponents. And then, but one of my opponents, it just couldn't handle it because it was like a green-white, like big stuff deck. And then, when I was playing against that deck, I sideboarded in game 2 to my second deck, which was like a blue-white flying low to the ground deck. And the opponent was like, "Oh, that's very different." I won pretty quickly. And then game 3 was a little more drawn out, but I had more interaction, and the interaction is what let me win. So, yeah, it was good. It was a good tournament. I met some really cool people. I love pre-releases. I'm sad I only got to play one, but
he came home. He had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's always nice going undefeated, but I honestly, I would have been fine if I didn't because I had really good conversations and talked to 2 people who haven't played Magic in like over a decade, and this was their first ever pre-release. So shit like that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, next on the list is kind of it's a twofer. They kind of go hand in hand, king making and house rules.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about king making?
I feel like it depends.
That's your answer for literally everything.
Yeah, it depends. Do you want to be an actual piece of shit? No.
I mean, let me just say this. We played a game with our daughter on pre-release day.
Yeah.
And the 3 of us are sitting at the table. And
not king making.
Lem is only attacking me. He attacked her once. Did not attack her the rest of the game. He took me down to like 5. She's sitting at 18. And then feeling bad for swinging at me because they're both just only attacking me. I did nothing that whole game.
Look, here's the thing, right?
I put 3 poison counters. I put 4 poison counters on each of you.
Yeah. It's not king making when you're making yourself the king. Okay? That's not king making.
No, it was kind of king making. I know she didn't win, but you straight up didn't. You didn't even.
She was within 1 swing and had way less of an intimidating board presence. That's all. But either way, yes. I just analyzed the board state of my 9-year-old. I know
for the deck you built and taught how to play.
I didn't build her that deck.
Oh, was it? It's a
pre-con.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a modded pre-con, but not very modded. No, so king making, here's an example of king making. I attacked. I was about to take out an opponent. There were only 3 people left. It was me, Av, and our friend. And I swung at him, and I swung all out at him because I had like 21 damage with lifelink, so I was going to heal enough to withstand an attack from Av, and then I could swing on her the next turn and win the game. When I swung on him, he scooped in response so that I didn't get to gain the life so that Av could win.
Yeah.
So that led to our house rule of, unless you're having like a family emergency, scooping is now sorcery speed.
Yeah, which is like, it's fair. You can still scoop. Not that Lem really lets me ever scoop because he always thinks it's out of rage when really it's just like, I don't think I can win this and I don't really want to sit here anymore.
Yeah. We try to discourage scooping prematurely in this house. If it's set in
Premature scooping?
Premature scooping is discouraged in here.
Lem is like, he's always thinking there's a way, right? So you're not dead yet, so it's always a possibility. You could draw into something.
It's more than that. It's like, I want you to improve the way you look for lines and the way you look for a way out. Instead of like that crimson curtain in front of your eyes of, well, I'm fucked. Might as well just give up and go take a nap.
I mean, naps are good, dude.
I know. But mostly because I know you actually care about the game. I know you care about getting better at the game. And I know that you, in the moment, don't give a shit. But in the greater scheme of things, you want to improve. That's why I discourage your scooping. And like I try to show you different outlets and different lines to get to a win. And even if it doesn't work, it's like, and you still lose, it's still a good best practice.
I know. Sometimes it feels very condescending to have somebody in the moment when you're frustrated and like things aren't working tell you, but you're not looking at it right. And it's like, dude, I don't care. Just let me walk away.
Yeah. And a lot of the times that happens, it's when we're playing like vintage proxy decks and stuff like that. And it's not so much when we're in like a pot of 4 people. It has happened in a pot of 4 people.
Even I think I scoop less in 1v1 formats. Most of the time I'm like, yeah, I don't think I have this one because you can swing out in like 2 turns and win. And I can't. There's nothing I can build into that's going to fix that.
Yeah.
In Commander, there's too many variables, right? So I can't. My brain doesn't work in the way where it's like, oh, this person's playing this kind of deck, so they could do any one of these 5 things, which could affect me this way, which then affects this player that way. And you would think like that. So I look at it like, woohoo, having fun until I'm not anymore. And you're like, everything is math. And
you know what we're going to do after we're done recording this is I'm going to put on the top 10 greatest plays of all time from like MTG Goldfish.
And I'm going to understand none of it while I'm coloring shirts on orcas.
Oh my God. You can use the iPad for that.
I told you I am. I'm using Procreate. I got to write a note so I don't forget to draw shirts on orcas.
Put a pin in that.
I'm so annoyed of that. Shirts on orcas.
But yeah, I mean, house rules in general, don't be afraid to establish some like ground rules, but don't overdo it.
Also, you should be doing that when you're sitting down for your like
rule zero
conversation.
Yeah, and I think in a lot of the pods where you play with the same people over and over again, it gets overlooked. Yeah. Because you're like, I play with them all the time.
That instance you were talking about is where that was like our main group play. It was just
such a feels bad moment. Not to just have the win taken away from me, but like it just was a dick move. Yeah. You know? And from one of the nicest guys. Like
yeah.
So
you know, it's funny because I often don't think I lost my train of thought. I often don't think.
I often don't think. And the next topic.
And on to the next thing. We are going to move on because I can't remember what the fuck I was talking about. We kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but the reserved list, so we probably don't need to talk about that again, unless you have more to add about the reserved list.
Like I said, I already said my hot take. I think it would be funny as fuck if they were just like, hey, here's this new card. It's called Gaia's Cardle or something like, and it's called like
Giovanni's Cradle.
yeah, Lion's Nose Emerald. It does
Instead of Lion's
it does
Eye
the
Diamond.
same thing. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh,
Tiger Eye Sapphire or some shit.
Speaking of, none of those make sense for the colors that you're giving.
I don't know.
Anyways, speaking of Power 9, I do far too much short form content scrolling.
Short me form.
Doom scrolling, as it will.
Doom. Dr. Doom. It's a Marvel podcast again.
I think I sent this one to you as well, probably on Facebook. I will probably force you to watch them later. But it was a guy showing a clip from a movie called Letters to Veronica, I think. I don't know. It looked like it was like a rom-com kind of movie. Anyways, I've never seen the movie, so like don't fucking quote me on it. But apparently one guy's a real estate agent and he has to trade to get these voicemails from somebody or other. And the thing he chooses to trade is an alpha Black Lotus, but he calls it an alpha edition Black Lotus. But he also says that's the only thing he needs to complete his Power 9, and then he gets picked on in the movie for being a Magic the Gathering nerd. But they call it Magic the Gathering throughout, like anytime they talk about it. Like I would refer to it as MTG, but in the movie Magic the Gathering, they do say Power 9.
Yeah.
And the Black Lotus that he slides across is it's one of the ones that's been graded. It's an 8.5 alpha Black Lotus. And the guy looked up what that would sell for right now, and it's like $150,000.
Yeah.
Outrageous. He traded that for voicemails.
Hey, those are important voicemails.
I don't know. I've never seen the movie. I kind of want to watch it, but I also don't really love rom-coms. So
I keep seeing this one reel that pops up. I don't know what the movie is, but it's like some lady that walks into a cards shop and they're like trying to give her the aura of she doesn't belong there.
Oh.
And she walks up and she was like, I need the most expensive Magic the Gathering card you have. And then the guy's like, oh, that would be a beta time twister and it's $30,000 or some shit. And she was like, I need the third most expensive Magic the Gathering card you have. And then she like walks up to a security guard and she's like, oh yeah, I was cleaning through my stuff and you like this Magic the Gathering stuff, right? And she hands him an unlimited or like a revised Wheel of Fortune.
Oh Jesus.
And it's like, that's still like a $600 card. And he's like, oh, that's amazing. And she was like, yeah, you want to keep it? And he's like, oh, no way. And she's like, yeah, I don't need it for anything. Thanks for all you do. Like, and I'm like, what movie is this? Like, I need someone like that at work.
Seriously.
But
okay. So the next one is layers.
Oh, yeah.
We've already talked a little bit about layers and you explained them, but you said it was like a pin in the conversation kind of moment.
I just don't want to talk about layers. I would have to prep for it, pull up the actual like rules, and I just don't think that that's a good thing for this.
Okay, we'll repin that one. I won't cross it off the list.
I don't have the rules pulled up, but I can talk a little bit about something that frustrates me with layers.
Sure.
Is some people don't understand how layers work, and they post videos saying they do know how layers work. But layers are just for like existing or game-changing effects. So
yeah, we talked about this because I said, "Oh, it sounds to me like they don't play this other game," and I can't even remember what that game was.
Oh yeah.
What was the game?
I don't remember.
Flux.
Yeah,
Flux. For the rules are changing.
Yeah, but
because you can flicker something out and the layer changes.
Yeah, because someone made a video that was talking about the new Abigail card and how she says they lose all abilities, but until it might not have been the Abigail card, but it was something like something loses all abilities until end of turn. But that's a triggered ability. That's not a replacement effect like that. So the layers would get superseded by the fact that this is a triggered ability happening now, and it would be until end of turn, unless a separate layer gets presented the same turn.
Layers are like the rules to the game.
Yeah.
The base rules happening on the board. The static rule.
Yeah.
That can be changed. I'm not saying it's a fixed rule. It's just static. And then when like other stuff gets played, the stack,
it gets
for example.
That's different. That's not.
When stuff gets played in the stack, like instance, triggered abilities, whatever.
Stack has nothing to do with layers.
I'm talking about people playing cards.
Okay.
Or having triggered abilities happen. It can change the static. It can change the static rule, and then once that's done, it goes back to the way it was.
Still not really in relation to layers. That's why I don't want to talk about layers.
No, it is in relation to layers.
No.
Yes.
Because layers are like if you have
a hand size.
If you have a spreading seas and a blood moon.
Yes.
Something where the blood moon says non-basic lands are mountains, and then spreading seas says enchanted land is an island. Like that's where layers make a difference. Or where you have like enchanted evening, where it's like all enchantments are 1/1 creatures, and then you have something else where it gives all creatures +1/+1 or something like that. Like that's.
I promise you, I know what you're saying.
I know. It's
like
board
Winter
changing.
and 10 Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's where we originally talked about it.
Yes, it is. So. Like, I understand how it works. I'm saying there are things outside of those layers that can affect those layers.
Yeah.
And change the way they fit.
Yeah, sort of. But most of the time,
because
most of the time, triggered and activated abilities will not actually use layering because they'll supersede it.
Okay, so my words were wrong.
But yeah, it's fine.
Because if you play Winter, you have a max hand size of 3. Or opponents do. I don't fucking exactly know what Winter does. And then you play 10 Rings, or your opponent plays 10 Rings, they have a max size of 10. But if somebody flickers Winter, you go back to having a max hand size of 3.
Yeah.
I know how it works.
Yeah. It's like the most recent.
Think of a cake.
The most recent
or ogres
thing to impact the board state.
Yeah.
Is what takes
the layer.
Yeah. There's a lot. It gives me a headache to think about.
It's the top part of the layer is the one you see. That's the
sort of.
But
works. Then there's also like active player, non-active player. Does it change their creature type, or does it just change their power and toughness? Does it change their color? Does it change that's why it's called layers, because there's like 7 different layers that whatever changes it happens last. I'd have to pull it up. But anyway,
I think we should actually do like a more in depth, since you say a lot of people don't understand it, and it really is less of a.
Maybe one podcast will do like
a breakdown of what layers are,
or just difficult rules.
Yeah, example.
Like niche rules and
Listen,
Magic.
We're trying to get through the pin list.
Yeah, no, I know, but like we can change the layers pin that we have to complicated rules, and then we can actually have references pulled up so that we can read verbatim the rulings and not just say what we're pretty sure it is, because then we're no better than some other people.
Yeah, no, we like to talk with some information behind us.
Yep.
Okay. So the last pin we have that we can actually deal with right now, and we only have about 10 minutes to finish this up, so is blue-green merfolk decks, because I said I wanted a merfolk deck.
Oh yeah,
and you're like, oh, the good ones are blue-green. And I was like,
yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
It's happened slowly and surely over the past long amount of time. So yeah, merfolk decks historically have been like mono blue decks.
Yeah.
And then Lorwyn, that block came out, and a lot of the merfolk decks were blue-white. Because there were a lot of white merfolks, and it was just a better pairing to have some white in there, because then you have access to things like Path to Exile, and some of the best like merfolk cards are in white, even though you're not going to play a lot of them. But then with Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and the set Ixalan, merfolk started being green.
Is that because they're covered in algae?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
She's taking a barnacle.
I don't know enough of the Ixalan lore, but with Lost Caverns of Ixalan, they put out a nice little pre-con commander deck with Hawkball.
That's a name.
Yeah, which is I'm pretty sure it's in the top 10 commanders on EDHREC. Hawkball is a 3/3 legendary creature merfolk scout for 2, a green, and a blue. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each merfolk creature you control explores. And whenever Hawkball of the Surging Soul attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't, draw a card. So you either get to ramp or draw a card whenever this dude attacks. And then you also get to explore. And what exploring is, for those who don't know, is you reveal the top card of your library, and then you can put that card into your hand if it's a land. Actually, you have to put that card into your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, you put a +1/+1 counter on the exploring creature, and then put the card back on top of your library or put it into your graveyard. So, at the beginning of combat on your turn, each merfolk creature you control explores. Means you basically are just like pumping your whole board, because let's say you have 8 merfolk on the field. And the first one explores, and it's a land. Oh, I guess I have to draw that land. Darn, I get a card. The next one explores, it's a non-land. Okay, I'm going to put it back, and this gets a +1/+1 counter. And now this one gets a +1/+1 counter. And now this one gets a +1/+1 counter. And then basically one non-land card on top of your deck buffs your whole board.
That's cool.
So that's why. And it's not just the commander presence. Obviously, having access to green gives you access to like mana dorks and some ramp and stuff. Some of the like the lords and stuff from merfolk are still going to be blue.
Green or blue. They're going to be green.
They're going to be green.
They're going to be green.
Elvish champion. Wait.
So I have found a random MTG card generator.
Oh God.
It generates a real card, but it's not in the top card list. Because I'm scrolling through this top card list, and I'm like, I recognize these. And if I recognize these, he's definitely going to know these.
Yeah, but random is going to include, like, commons, and I'm not...
This one's a rare. I can randomize it until I get what I want. It's also in a set you brought up recently, so...
Okay, and there's a chance I know it.
There is a chance.
We're already to guess that magic card?
Yeah, we've got about 7 minutes left in the podcast.
Oh, we're okay. We don't have to rush, but yeah, let's try this new method and watch me fail to your chagrin.
It will be to my amusement.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So if this fails, I will go back. I have a card on the top card list we will give you.
It's okay.
As a redemption act for yourself.
It's fine.
We'll give you best 1 out of 2.
Best 1 out of 2 is crazy. Okay.
Okay. 1 colorless, 1 red. It's a legendary creature.
Ooh.
It's a 2/2. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until end of turn. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until your next turn. Nope, until your next end step. I can read books.
What the hell is this card?
I can also give you the set if you want me to.
I mean, whenever you attack, discard a card?
You may discard a card, and when you do, you put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature, and it gains trample.
What creature type is it?
Human Knight.
Human Knight? Do you know the set?
Yes. Do you want to know the set?
Yeah, because I have no
Lost
fucking
Caverns
clue what
of
this is.
Ixalan.
Oh, wait. Okay. Shit.
It's got a long name.
Yeah. Oh, man. I know it. I'm not going to get it. Oh. This is terrible content for this. This is why I said the popular ones, because it's not me hemming and hawing for 30 minutes.
It's not even been 2 minutes.
It's because he fucking dies in the story.
Oh.
Spoiler. It's...
He doesn't have any flavor text either, so that's interesting.
No.
You know it's a dude.
Yeah, and I know the name. It's like a...
It's got a comma.
Yeah, it's a hard name to pronounce, too, I'm pretty sure.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
So if I had said his name instead of what he did, you probably would have gotten it.
No, probably not.
Well, do you know what the art looks like? Can you explain the art?
I'm pretty sure it's like a dude riding a dinosaur.
It is a dude riding a dinosaur. That's wild. I hate that you like.
Yeah.
I know you know what it is too.
I do. I'm so sad.
It's.
Oh, I don't want you to say it because I really don't want to fail. Oh man, yeah.
You want to give me a letter and I can tell you where it is in the in the card.
Okay, you can say it and I'm gonna be real sad.
Inti.
Inti.
Seneschal of the Sun.
Inti.
To be fair, you told me what the art of this card was.
Yeah. Yeah, Inti.
Yeah, and you know his story.
Starts with an I, right?
Yes, it does.
Like INTII.
Nope, just INTI. The seneschal is the hard part.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that word in Magic.
Still difficult.
Yeah, I should have got that one.
Well, I've got a different one. That I think is fun.
Okay.
Okay.
We did 2 last episode also, I guess. So
I don't think we did.
We did, because you brought up damn.
Oh, I accidentally did 2.
Yeah.
All right. 2 colorless, 1 green. It's a sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal those cards. Put one onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand. Then shuffle.
Cultivate?
No.
No? Kodama's Reach?
Yes.
I would have known if you said the type, because that's a sorcery arcane.
Yes.
But you said sorcery. You didn't say sorcery arcane.
I don't always read the whole type.
Yeah, it's a big difference because they're the same damn card.
Well, you got that one.
But, yeah. Anywho.
Anyways. We've got about... we're still working with Dubby.
Yeah.
So
code 2 untapped.
Dubby.gg.
And they actually have like a summer sale going on right now. So it doesn't apply to like the anime stuff, but you can use their summer code to get an even bigger discount. But if you want to get like the cool anime tubs or the like the Freer and metal bottles and everything like that, you can still use our code 2 untapped to get 10% off.
Also, if you're not sure about the flavors because it's a new company, a new brand or whatever for you, they do make like the packets, the single serve packets you can use.
Trials.
So you can get trials.
So.
And a lot of times companies will send you those with your orders, especially when they're new. Yeah. We'll see. We're getting our
welcome package comes soon.
Yeah. So also we're sponsored by Beyond the Binding because of one day I will get this podcast to talk about books.
Nope, no books.
Yeah, so many books.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
you do so much reading in general.
Which is why I can't afford to read like structural stories.
His favorite thing to say to me when we first started seeing each other was read the fucking card. But he doesn't want to read a book.
Yeah, this was kind of like a
cleaning
like
up
a
all our pins.
potpourri of stuff to talk about. And
just a sprinkling of a bunch of different things.
Honestly, sometimes it's better like that. We're just 2 people talking on it, and it's fun.
You don't have to justify what we're doing.
But yeah, no. I guess you know what we never do say though.
What?
Hey, we're on Instagram. We're on TikTok.
We're on YouTube, obviously.
We're on YouTube. I post.
You can also catch the podcast if you're only listening through YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's on anywhere you can fucking find a podcast at this point.
Yeah, and we post the actual audio podcast before the video because I go in and like edit some of the goofy little things. So the podcast will usually be up on like Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the video will be edited by
Saturdays.
And then But yeah, follow us on Instagram or TikTok
Or both.
or subscribe to us on YouTube. I throughout the week post a bunch of goofy little like reels and shorts and TikToks and all that stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And I tend to follow back if you're also a Magic content creator. So.
And just let us know if you like the content. Give us a thumbs up. Comment on it.
Let us
interact
know
with
if you don't like the content. Maybe don't thumbs down, but like
interact.
But like comment and tell us what we could do better. Constructive criticism, people.
Yeah. Lem is in charge of all our social media except for uploading the podcast episodes because
Hell yeah.
I already have to do that for another podcast tonight.
And I'm the witty one.
I'm not clever.
But yeah, no.
Womp womp.
I think that's probably enough dirtling after the guess the card, right? Because
dirtling is definitely the word for what we just did.
Yeah, well, it's a Magic term. Just
Y'all like, subscribe, come back next time. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.